Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm, yeah. It's percolating. Good morning. Yeah. Good morning to the people on Facebook. Good morning to the people on IG. Good morning to the people on the YouTube. Good morning to the people on LinkedIn and Twitter too. Percolating. Get a vibe, stay ready. Truth in the cup, keep it strong, keep it steady. Pull up a chair, yeah, take a sip with me. Good morning, good people. Java with Jimmy. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, the love percolating. Java with Jimmy. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good morning. Yeah, the love percolating. Yeah, Java with Jimmy. Good morning. Percolating. Yeah, we in it. Yeah, we in it. Good morning. Good morning. Java with Jimmy. Percolating. Yeah, we in it. Yeah, we in it. Good morning. Good morning. Java with Jimmy.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Java Cafe this morning, live from Puerto Rico. We are here this morning just to do a quick check-in. One, for a few reasons. It's Mental Health Monday, and given the incidents of the weekend, I definitely think it's most apropos that we hold space for a lot of our community that is dealing with being aware of what happened and seeing multiple times different perspectives, angles, and captures of what happened with our wonderful selfless sister in Mattapan. And I'm not going to stay on this too much because there's a hard balance between naming the reality and then also not triggering and re-traumatizing people again. And so I did want to take a second and say this sister's name. And as I'm doing that, I just want to once again welcome you all into the Java Cafe this morning. And please do me a favor and hit that share button and invite others to be a part of the conversation as well. Hit that like and share button and subscribe over on YouTube, Instagram, James W. Hills on Facebook, and Java with Jimmy as well. The family of the young lady, and I'm going to say her name in just one second, put out a statement, and I am going to read it in just one second. And here it is on, I believe it was Saturday. A wonderful young lady, a selfless young lady whose name is Bitney Jenna. And her family says that she was more than just my sister. She was a loving, caring, and beautiful soul who brought joy to everyone around her. She was kind-hearted, respectful, and always willing to help others. She loved her family deeply, and her smile could brighten anyone's day. At 45 years old, she had so much left to live, along with dreams, hopes, and plans for the future that were tragically taken away. Our family is devastated by this senseless loss, and we are still struggling to come to terms with the fact that she is gone. We want people to remember Bitty not as a victim, but as an amazing woman whose life mattered and was deeply loved by her family, friends, and community. My understanding is from reports as well is that she transitioned and was tragically, wrongfully taken away from her family and community while in the process of saving, from what I understand, a young person's life. And so we name her today. And we also just want to remind people to be able to consume your social media wisely. And if you need to, log off. Um, Someone attempted to, send me one of the videos yesterday, and I said, nah, don't do that. And interestingly so, um, I went on my phone 2 minutes later, and on Instagram, Facebook, it was there. And so we cannot control our algorithms to an extent. And that's a whole nother Zoom in itself. But I just wanted to remind us that as we are observing these things, that it is important to be real about how we feel, sit with those feelings. I think Brother Newt Johnson, a couple of years ago, I was going through something and he said, nah, don't push it off. Deal with it. Sit with it. The thing, it's okay not to be okay. And I appreciate Tory Burton for the notion of saying it's okay not to be okay. And then I added to that that when you're not being okay is impacting your daily life, then we encourage you, as we often say on this platform, to reach out to someone that you love, trust, that they have your confidence intact. I want to especially mention that to men as well. I want to pause for a minute and go back. Now, let me clearly say, I am not an advocate for violence. But I have to hold space for the brothers that ensured that that young man did not get away. I have to hold space for the woman police officer that wound up being the one that arrested him. And then there was also a young man that was assisting her as well. And while there's difference opinion about how the community responded, my personal observation is that the community stepped up and made sure that that man was arrested. And I just had to pause there and mention that. So as we're dealing with this, we sit with the feelings, we sit with the anger, we sit with a notion of this and trying to balance the impact of systems and structures that, yes, often put a lot of people in positions where they make wrong, bad decisions. And this one sadly took a life of a beautiful soul. In addition to sitting with this, it is important to understand that when we are dealing with situations, our body reacts and responds in a manner that stress, anger, mourning, bewilderment, disappointment can often build toxins, chemicals in our body like cortisol that aren't good for our body. In my training as a trauma response person, some almost 30 years ago, I used to say to those that I was servicing for Mayor Menino's office is that you need to pee, excuse me. And what I mean by that is you need to flush out your body from those toxins. So it's always important that we express to people the importance of drinking your water on a proactive basis. But I often tell people drink extra water in situations like this because these things build up in our body. The other thing I want to encourage us to do, and speaking of joy, we need to be very intentional about our Black joy. I want to celebrate everyone that came out and all of the wonderful festivities of Juneteenth. this past weekend. Shout out to all the organizers of events and those that were on the grill. Um, Also, another part of Black Joy in our diaspora, Black diaspora, is our brothers and sisters from Cabo Verde. They have placed for the 32nd round, I believe, in the World Cup. And I just happened yesterday to be outside of a restaurant and I seen these young ladies across the street at the Oyster Shack. Wasn't no room there. And so they came across the street. And as they were looking at the place that I was eating, I looked at them and I said, "Oh, it's good. It's good. It's very good." And I said, "Where y'all from?" "I'm from Boston, one of the largest cities, one of the cities that has the largest Cape Verdean populations in the world." And I was expecting them to say another part of the country. Well, Sister Elsie and the three young women that were with her said, "We're from Boston." And from that point forward, it was family. Side note, I got my Cape Verdean card in 2013 while being part of the John Barrows campaign. I was nicely reminded of that the other day. And so it was amazing to see these sisters here celebrating. We did leave, and they were like, "Where y'all going? You're not going to stay and celebrate?" And I kind of backtracked and wish I did, because to be there and observe them being proud of their country, being proud of their culture, being proud of the players that achieved this for them. I learned from them that Spain was ranked number 2. Cabo Verde was ranked at number 67. And speaking of Cabo Verde, one of our Cape Verdean ancestors, she has Cape Verdean blood in her. Belinda, today is her birthday. Belinda turns 25 years old today. So everyone in the comments, please help me wish Belinda, a charter member, a supporter, very opinionated. We often go back and forth about one of our former electeds. But Belinda, happy birthday to you, sister. Happy birthday, happy birthday. But she is of Cape Verdean descent as well. So is Ari. And to my brother or sister, R. Ray Evans, that is on YouTube. Peace to you. Well, I would say brother, I believe. They said peace, bro. So I'm assuming it's a brother. Peace to you as well over on YouTube. Thank you for joining us today. But I want to remind us that we have to be intentional about our Black joy at all times, but even more so when we're dealing. And I say this all the time. JL, I'm not messing with you. When I see that's why you didn't respond to the second part of my text yesterday. Oh, Brother Evans. All right. Oh, I got to get rid of the screen. All right. Because screen names and stuff throw us off. But good to see you on here. And I'm a little bit behind with catching up with those interviews. I paused for a minute because Brother JL and so has Dina and a couple of people got on me because I'm on vacation, but not to get far off. It's hard to be aware of what's going on and not comment, send texts, and have phone calls in reference to what happened on Saturday. And so, Brother JL, thank you for the accountability. Also, Sister Dina as well. I put a post up and she will text me. This is what Brother JL said. "Shouldn't you be on a beach drinking?" I was on the beach already this morning. And Lord Jesus, the drinking that was done this week. I thank God that Puerto Rico has actual coconuts. They chop it up, put a little straw in. I've had a coconut every single day since I've been here, but we'll talk about that later. I got there because I was talking about Black joy, and we have to be intentional about our Black joy proactively all the time. But even with dealing with situations like Saturday, life, and things that are going on. So keep those things in mind. Sit with the feelings often that we deal in a time of mourning, being aware you do not have to know Binti. You just can be aware. We don't know if she was a parent. We don't know the impact that she had on her coworkers. We heard the statement from the family. And so you can't go on the humanity in 99.9% of us does not go untouched by being aware of situations like this. And so it is intentional. It is important that we are intentional, that when those feelings happen, we sit with them. Remember also, again, it is important to drink extra water to flush out our systems as our system is responding to stress and anger, and mourning and bewilderment. The other thing is, as I just said a few minutes ago, to be very intentional about your Black joy. And so that's what I wanted to come on and check in with our community about, and also celebrate the great achievement that Cabo Verde made, in going to, I believe, first of all, 32 rounds. That's a lot. I believe it's the 32nd round that they will be a part of. I also wanted to mention to you all, and not necessarily remind you, that thanks to the Black Economic Council of Massachusetts, I have an opportunity to be back on the world stage for the FIFA watch party that is sponsored by Beckma Rosemark Productions. I believe Boston My Black is a part of it as well. Myself and Daniel Johnson are hosting the France and Norway match on the 26th, Friday. Now, the 29th, I'm hosting with Danielle as well. And if I understand the 32nd round and what happened yesterday, guess who has the honor of hosting the watch party for that match in one of the world's largest cities of the Cape Verdean population on Monday? That France and Norway is going to be wonderful too. But that event with our CV brothers and sisters, and let me pause just for a moment for everyone. Celebrate wisely. Woke up the notifications of incidents in Boston and Brockton. And so celebrate wisely. And I will go ahead and say this. When we celebrate and have, things like that, and unfortunately incidents, people lighter than me seize upon them in comments and their banter and all that stuff. So just a note for our folks that are out there celebrating, celebrate wisely and safely, and especially on June 29th. I don't know if I can, with hosting, I don't know if we can lean favorably. I need to find that out because I'm going to fully be holding up my CD card on Monday. Nah, but just wanted to mention that, as I'm aware of there's some other things as well. My good brother, Pastor Brandon Marshall, is in the room. Good to see you, sir. I saw you preaching last week. Brother Lampkin, what's good, man? Good to see you in the room. I'm honored, brother, to see you here. Let me go into the comments and just catch up because it has been a few days. Mama Java, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Dina Marshall Tarver, good trouble Java. Good morning, and shaking my head at you, Mr. Vacation. I swear next time someone need to take your phone before you leave. I'm on a computer. Dina, thank you. Jenny, good morning to you. Out there doing karaoke. Good to see you in the room as always. Nicole, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. I hope you enjoyed your Black Girl Wine after your Juneteenth celebrations. Latoya, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room this morning as well. Dina is sending her rest in peace to Binti as well. Sister Debbie, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Ari, again, good morning to you. Shauna, one of my recent guests, good morning to you. I appreciate your post this morning that I tagged Ari in about critical thinking, to my point about social media consumption. I did see Rochelle is in the room from somewhere across the world running another 5K. Good to see you in the room this morning. Pastor Sharon Cornelius, good to see you in the room. Brandy has me saying Cornelius like that. Belinda, again, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you this morning. And I think I got everyone. Our Nicole over on 02119. Good to see you in the room. Is this Avery? Yo! Sorry. I just figured out what this YouTube name. Yo, what's up, Avery? I just figured out what the y'all in these screen names be throwing a brother off. Dude, I'm honored, man. We dropped your clip a few weeks ago. Belinda, again, happy birthday. Or Sharon is saying happy birthday to Belinda. Gail, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Gail, I saw your comment. And I know for a lot of us, and I remember being in touch with Gail and with Uncle Thaddeus when Gail witnessed a tragedy as well. And so, Gail, we hold space for you as being aware of this and knowing about this. And in your comment, you talked about the trigger of it. And so, and I know you take care of yourself, and our good Claude looks out for you, but make sure you're drinking some extra water this morning. You all put the hearts and prayers for Sister Gail as well. Nicole said, I'm at work and could really go for. Hi, Nicole. If you're at work, I heard, I don't, will deny or confirm that I noticed from experience. But my recommendation to you is if you're going to have a gummy while at work, make sure it's sativa. I'm going to leave that right there. Karen Cornelia said, please enjoy yourself, coconut drinks and all. Pastor Sharon, thank you so much for that. She also said this morning, it is so sad for me. I want to begin to cry as one video, I see her getting off the bus and trying to run from the speeding car. And so, Pastor Sharon, to my point earlier, we can't control when we open up social media. We'll scroll, and before it's too late, our eyes are like, my eyes, my eyes. You can't unsee what you saw. And so, yes, he who is doing a show while he's supposed to be on vacation. And in balance, I've been on D&D. I ain't talked to Mama Java. I text and checked in, but I'm doing somewhat. But we have to be sensitive, and again, we can't control what we see on social media. And so, Sharon, we definitely send support and love your way as well. My brother Milton, Ninja, you got to teach me some Creole, because I'm not going to be up on that stage and not be able to say something. And what I do know in Creole is not appropriate for me to be saying on a world stage. So I'm going to need you and brother Tony Barboza to hook a brother up. Good to see you in the room, brother. And thank you. And the reason why I say that is I checked in with someone this morning, and generally how I perceive the response. So thank you for that clarity, brother Milton. Appreciate you. Tashad, what's up, sis? Good to see you in the room this morning. I'm inside right now. Sister Dot, good morning. And if I tell you that if I'm right by looking at social media the other day and really put together exactly who you are, you will get me. I'll just say that ABCD at the health fair, I think, was an indicator. And so if I'm right, I'm just a little slow sometimes. Sharon said, I never seen so many racial hatred comments from the clear folks about people in our community in my life this weekend. That's another piece of the social media part, you all. Some years ago, when I worked for Mayor Menino, social media wasn't that active, but we would get a email that talked about, that gave us links to every article that came out in the media the day before or before the email went out that morning or afternoon, that listed articles in reference to Mayor Menino or other things. And one day I made a mistake and went to the comments, and people in the office were like, oh, James, never go to the comments. Even more so when we deal with us being Black and the racist. And I seen the chatter. Boston Patrolmen's Association, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves by politicizing what happened to our sister Jenna in reference to, never mind. So Sharon, I understand you. Belinda's saying, oh, thank you, bro. Blessings and love forever. I have to say, I am reminded of how when I was in the hospital with COVID pneumonia and the nurse called for the chaplain, You all were praying for me publicly right here online. It is because of you, Java fam, that my extended church family, I am a miracle. Hallelujah. Glory to God. And I thank God, no matter the circumstance, you have prayed and protected me. He has. And we've been part of those prayers. And so, Belinda, we are definitely here for you. Yo, Avery, man, that's because I got a sense you're not a big social media guy. So to see you on here right now, bro, is just amazing. It is just amazing. I think I'm caught up with all the comments. And Sister Nicole is also sharing with us. Oh wow. Judge Leslie Harris, a icon and legend in this community. I first encountered him as a youth worker when he was working in youth court. He recently transitioned, and as sometimes often with couples that have been together a long time, when one transitions, the other does as well. And so we want to hold space for the Harris family. I One of my sisters, Latrell Chase, that used to work at Madison. She's connected to one of his sons and Sister Beverly's sons. And so please continue to keep the Harris family in prayer for the children and the brothers and everybody that is connected. Nicole, thank you for letting us know. I believe you all were members of the same church at Elliott Congregational. So please keep them in your prayers. Brother Avery is saying, I hope everyone is doing good. Blessings to Sister Gail as well. Avery, thank you, brother. And we are definitely keeping the Harris family in prayer. Oh God, here come Deprecia. How is your? Let me tell you all about this Puerto Rican mofongo. Brother Wilfredo the other day asked me that I want a little extra garlic sauce, and then they put lobster on top of it. The mofongo here, I will just say, is amazing. Brother Jonathan Gates, my guy, that often I reserve this brother often to come in to help us express Black joy. His last appearance had Black joy, but he dropped a whole bunch of gems. And Uncle JG, let me know if you got that notification post your last show, and I and make sure you're good. And I follow through with what I said. Good to see you in the room as always. And please, you can check Uncle Jonathan Gates over on Urban Heat 98.1 over there with Brother Marv Neal. I don't remember his exact show time. I think it's Monday through Friday from 4 to 5, and he plays gospel. Uncle JG, get me later, sir, when I see you. My brother Milton says he got me. I appreciate it. Rhonda, one of the most supportive people on this platform here with shares and likes. I can put something up, and one of the first notifications is from her. And you all don't understand. Someone that moves on social media, those are important. So, Rhonda, thank you. Selena, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Deprecia. Oh, and I also, I think I have named this, but to those of you that are familiar, Deprecia, Selena, and others familiar with the Bethel Churches of Christ, our Aunt Arvis transition as well. She's now an ancestor and a beautiful, beautiful soul, a silent storm when it comes to praise and worship in the word. And so when Deprecia said so many transitions happening, I thought about her as well. Our Uncle Thaddeus is in the room, and he is doing well and coming along and healing, and a super curator of Black joy in this space. So good to see you, Uncle. Sister Charlotte, good morning to you. Good to see you I think I owe you follow up. Good to see you in the room this morning. I need you, sis, inbox me your government, because seeing your Facebook name on here has erased the brother's memory. So, but good to see you in the room, sis. And we'll just go by your Facebook name, Amani Upendo. Good to see you in the room this morning. Uncle JG hosts the cookout every Monday through Friday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. over on Urban Heat. You can watch them here on Facebook, or you can go to iHeartRadio and say, iHeartRadio, play Urban Heat, I think. So good to see Trina. That happens with a lot of people. I literally will see people that I know in the street, and my first instinct is to say, hey, what's up? Facebook name. So anyway, I'm glad for the conversation today because it gave us a level of deviation away from the things that we started talking about this morning. So I appreciate everybody that's been in and participated this morning. I am getting ready. Okay, James, you overstayed your welcome on Java with Jimmy today. Bye and enjoy your last day. All right. With that being said, I was getting ready to say Dina, and the comments a few minutes behind. So I was headed toward that. I'm on point. We are getting ready to wrap up. Please be intentional about acknowledging your feelings, not just with Saturday's situation, but just everything that's going on. Drink extra water, not just to flush your system out as a response, not just to flush your system out as it's responding to trauma and triggers, but it's hot outside. And also, water is good for you. So drink extra water. The other thing is to be intentional about your Black joy. I've told people sometimes eat something unhealthy. Go get you some fried chicken and some. I'm not endorsing any particular hot sauce, but go get you some Red Hot and some fried chicken wings and or some cheesecake, and give yourself a little bit of joy. All right. And like I said about water, and I'm doing better at this. What are the things that we can put in place already that builds our Black joy, that protects our peace? Yeah. So that is it for us today. Speaking of protecting your peace, while I've been away, largely thanks to the inspiration of Uncle Thaddeus and his creativity over on the AI music creation app, I'm gonna let y'all hear a little song today that I put together that talks about peace. All right. And the good thing is, this is my song and I own the rights, so I can play it. Facebook cannot turn me off. I'm gonna let y'all hear a little bit. Y'all can hear it. Mr. T. I need my peace at all costs. I need peace, don't care what's lost. As long as it's not about peace. So that's my latest creation, Peace. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Have a great day, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.